Joe Leisha, our champion, has game one at $100. We're setting up for game two with the same two decks of cards. If you can remember what's been played, it is often a help. Debbie, we asked 100 single women. Have you ever asked a man to tell you that he loves you? How many women admitted they had?
I think a lot of single women are really insecure. I know, I'm very insecure, but I've never asked a man to do that. So I'm going to say it's right about the middle and say 55.
55 have asked a man to tell her that he loves her.
The number has to be higher than that because they have their own tricks to convince the men to tell them that I love you, especially under pressure.
I see. The actual number of single women who have asked a man to say I love you is 30. It's not higher. Debbie, your base card is a 10. Do you want it?
I'm going to change it.
Changing the 10 to a 6.
Ooh. Higher.
Higher than a 6? Yes, a jack.
Lower.
Lower than a jack.
Lower.
It is a 7.
Freeze.
Freezing, needing 2 cards to tie up the match. And Joe, the question to you. We asked 100 women, if you could only do one in your lifetime, which would you choose? To get married or to have a baby? How many women said if they could only do one, they would choose to have a baby?
I think they like to prefer to have a baby more than getting married. Because I will take this back. Getting married is more important, actually. Because
so how many would choose to have the baby?
Yeah, baby, you can adapt the baby. And you can have a neighbor, you can babysit for them. But getting married is important, especially when you're to rely on. So the number of people that they like to have to get married will be...
now, how many would choose to have the baby? I was falling asleep there, Joe. Sorry.
Okay.
How many would choose to have the baby?
To have the baby will be 30.
30 would choose to have the baby. Do you remember the question, Debbie?
Yes, I remember the question. I think it's going to be lower.
Lower than that.
I would much rather be married than have a baby.
The actual number of women who, if they could only do one, would choose to have a baby rather than get married is 29 by 1. It's lower. Debbie, you want that 7?
No, change it.
Changing the 7 to a 10. Little better card.
Lower.
Lower than a 10. No, it's a queen. A break for Joe, who will play.
Yeah, I need it.
A 2.
Oh, beautiful. I go higher.
Higher than a 2. It is a 7.
I freeze right
Freezing
there.
it. And Debbie needs 2 cards while Joe needs 3. Debbie, we asked 100 dentists. Are you nervous when you go to another dentist? How many dentists said they are nervous when they go to another dentist?
I think it's going to be high. I feel they would be so secure in what they would do that they wouldn't like what other people would do. So I'd say 75.
Ah, interesting logic. She says 75 are nervous with another dentist, Joe.
I think that dentists will be more nervous because they know how the patients suffer when they work in their mouth and they go, ooh, so I think the number will be higher than that.
Higher?
Sure.
I hope they suffer. No, the actual number of dentists who are nervous when they go to another dentist is 31. It's not higher, Debbie. Yeah, they know what's going on. Debbie, you want that 10?
Change it.
Changing the 10 to an 8 right up the middle.
I'm going to say it's going to be lower.
Lower than an 8. No, it's a 10. And again, a break for Joe. Play off the 7 and call this, Joe.
I go higher than that.
Higher than a 7. No, it's a 2. Couldn't take advantage of it, and now Debbie needing 3 cards, and Joe needs 3, Debbie needs 2. It is sudden death. Joe, we asked 100 people, have you ever left your footprint in fresh cement? How many people said they had left their footprint in fresh cement?
A few people will do this because most people who work in cement, they have to watch these things carefully.
Oh, okay.
Maybe some cats will do it, but not
well, how
men.
many people have left their footprint in cement?
Will be about 2.
2?
No, I would say about 3.
3.
I've got to go higher with a number like that.
Okay. The actual number of people who have left their footprint in fresh cement is 30. It's higher, Debbie. Yeah.
I'm going to pass it.
Debbie, you need 2 cards. Joe needs 3. You're going to pass it.
Pass it to Joe.
Joe, you've got a 7. You've got to turn them all over the wind.
I will
What's
go
this?
higher than that.
Higher than a 7. It is
Yes,
a king.
Beautiful. I go lower this
Lower
time.
than a king. Yes, with a 6.
Can I freeze?
No, you must play it.
Oh, then I go higher.
If it's higher, you are the champion. Yes! Joe wins the championship. Debbie, thank you for joining us. You're leaving us with $200. That's a nice party gift.
Thank you very much. I had a great time.
Debbie Williams, come on down here. Joe Lisha. Joe, somehow I knew you'd go over to the other side, Joe. We're going to take time out for this commercial message. Back with our champion, Joe Lisha, who's $200 richer. And in response to a public demand, if you would like a copy of Joe's answers to the questions on Card Sharks, please send. Let's open the board and get to the money cards. Come on, Joe. We're with you. $200, yours to keep. Brand new money. Janice, if you will, deal out the cards. As always, they're shuffled and cut, and we don't know how they're going to come out, but those 7 cards can add up to $28,800 if you can do it all. I hope you get your share, though, Joe. You're a nice gentleman. I know you're a little nervous, so you were talking in line, right?
All right.
But your logic is good, Joe. I'm with you.
When it comes to the gambling, I'm not too nervous.
Now, your reasoning is sound now.
That's right.
Here's $200. Let's find out. Starting on the bottom line with a choice of 2 base cards, and of course you can change them on the next 2 levels. You'll have a 9. Do you want it?
Oh, I'd like to change the base card, please.
See, I understood that, Joe. Changing the 9 to an ace.
Beautiful,
There's
beautiful.
a change.
I bet $200 that the next card is going to be lower.
$200, the whole thing. Lower than an ace? Yes, with a king and still a good card.
I bet the whole thing, $400 is going to be lower.
$400 lower than a king. It is an 8. Now you're up the middle with $800, Joe.
$200 is going to be lower.
Big bet on an 8.
$200.
$200. He is
Come
a
on,
gambler.
baby.
Lower than an 8.
Lower.
No, it's a queen. That was a big bet on an 8, but we're going to give you that $200 back, Joe, as we move up to the next
All
level.
right.
Do you want the queen on this level?
I like the queen. It's a good card. I would say $300 is going to be lower.
$300 lower than a queen. Oh, no, it's an ace. But
Okay.
still $500 to work with that ace.
500 is going to be lower.
Lower. The whole thing, $500 lower than an ace. Yes, with a 2. $1,000.
$1,000 is going to be higher.
To double it higher than a 2. It is a 7. $2,000.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Up goes a 7, and you can change it.
To change it.
Big change for the big bet with $2,000 in your pocket. It is a 10. Now, you must bet at least 1,000, Joe.
I bet $1,000 it's going to be lower.
Well, you're going to come out of this with at least $1,000. You could come out of it with $3,000 if this is lower than a 10. Yes, for $3,000. Joe, boy, you knew the gambling thing. Beautiful. Come on down here. I thought you were going to go higher with an ace there for a moment.
Oh, no.
Could you give us a small dance, Joe? We'll be right back. We're going to get a couple of girls up here with us. And oh, what a dance, Joe. How do you do that all the time?
I'm telling you, it takes a lot of concentration and coordination, too.
Ah, okay. I think let's do it again, Joe. We got a couple of seconds. Oh, with a bump yet. Listen, Joe Lisha's won over $3,000. He may add to his total the next time. I may even understand him. Join us next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
One of our polling groups will receive Morse Electrophonic Studio Series, a contemporary music center, AM/FM stereo, 8-track tape player, and automatic record changer, furnished by Morse Electrophonic. And some of our contestants will receive Hamilton Beach's new espresso coffee maker, brews 1 to 4 Demi-Tasse espresso cups in a carafe. Convenient on-off switch, double spout nozzle fills 2 separate cups, furnished by Hamilton Beach Colville. And St. Mary's automatic blanket with new silent quad-rated solid-state control, automatically pre-warms your bed and keeps you comfy all night. And the Honeywell smoke and fire detector with exclusive sensitivity switch, 30-day low battery warning, and convenient test disc. Trust Honeywell to protect your family. And introducing exhilarating, vibrant, vital Jovan Sport Sense. For him, for her, because life is a contact sport. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. For Mark Goodson, Bill Todman Production.